Now, let's just rip the band-aid off, shall we? Let's just rip it off. One quick motion. You're not gonna like this when I say that if your VA, your virtual assistant, is not performing at par, even after 2 or 3 rounds of coaching, then my friend, you may have the wrong team member on board. I'm sorry. Yep, I said it. I said it here in the Easy Breezy Boss Life podcast today, and I know that stings a little. It looks like you might have to lose a team member if they are not pulling their weight. Because I strongly believe this, and I try to live up to this, that if a person is meant to be part of your team, they will do their best to keep their place in the team. They will find a way to earn a seat at the table. Because if you let one person dine with the rest of the team who's actually pulling their weight, eventually it will destroy the entire table. It's like, look, I'm here moving mountains to keep my business in business. But if someone that I hired isn't even willing to pick up a shovel, then that's a big problem. Here's where the real talk comes in. Because maybe we're not ready to part with a team member yet. Maybe we want to give them 2, 3, 4 more chances to fix things, to get better. But while issues are popping up, and the moment you start quietly fixing your VA's mistakes without a conversation, without coaching, without even saying, hey, I had to fix this. Let's not let this happen again. Okay? Without letting your VA know that things went wrong and that you had to step in to fix things. If you're not doing that, this is what you're doing instead. You're doing these 2 things. Number 1, you are figuratively picking up their shovel, which they have been assigned, and then shoveling in their place. That's what you're doing. And number 2, you are teaching your virtual assistant that they can drop the ball and you are going to catch it every time. I'll give you a visual here. Let me paint a picture so that you can have visualization of what it actually means when you're trying to fix your virtual assistant's mistakes without letting them know about it. You're the CEO. You are the founder of the company. You've got a big shovel, a huge shovel, the kind that digs out vision, strategy, sets the tone of the company culture, leadership. This big shovel, it's heavy. It's heavy because it's supposed to be heavy. This is the shovel that you are assigned with. Now, your team members, your virtual assistants in the team, they also have shovels, but not as big as yours. They are just shovels of different sizes, different roles, but still important shovels. But when you're the one reaching over and grabbing your virtual assistant's shovel every time they miss something, that is micromanaging. And worse, you are robbing your team member the chance of growing into their role, the chance of actually learning how to hold their shovels and dig. Because maybe they didn't want to dig in the first place. Maybe their heart is not in it. So hear this with love. I'm saying this out of love to you. You cannot force someone to grow with you. You can only invite them into growth. If they accept the invitation, beautiful. But if not, let them go. That is not heartless. That's actually leadership. Maybe not the easy breezy part of the leadership role that you've taken, but it is still leadership. The hard decisions are going to be made by leaders. Because I don't know about you, I often feel it in my gut when someone's starting to disengage from their role. Maybe you feel it too when you see a team member disengaging from their job. They go quiet. Maybe they miss a few days. They go on leave, extended leaves. I don't know. Maybe they forget to turn in their daily report, which they used to consistently do before. And then maybe communication slows down. There's a breakdown in communication. You don't get as often feedback like you used to. These are symptoms of their dwindling love for their job, for their role. And guess what? It's okay. If it's okay, that happens. They have every right to feel that way. The team members, they are also human. They have the right to feel that way. Maybe the universe is nudging them towards something else. But in the same breath, the universe might also be protecting you. The universe could be protecting you and your business from keeping that team member with you longer than you should. Because I don't know, maybe sometimes people are only meant to walk with you for a reason. One reason. And a single lesson that you wouldn't have learned any other way. It was only through meeting that person and then learning that lesson specifically. And the longer you cling to what's no longer working, a relationship with that team member or virtual assistant that's no longer working, the harder it gets for everyone involved. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually speaking from experience here. If I had my way, I wouldn't let go of team members in the past who weren't performing at par. But unfortunately, those decisions have to be made because I knew that their hearts weren't in the job anymore. Because what I don't want you to get an impression of is that I want you to become a boss who just knows how to fire people. No, that's not it. Letting people go should not be easy. It should not be something that you love to do. Firing people should not be something that you want to do. You know what's not fun as a boss? Letting people go. Like ever. It's not fun. I don't care how many leadership books you've read or how many team meetings you've led with color-coded slides. It never feels good. And honestly, that is a good thing, that it does not feel good. Because the moment it starts to feel easy or casual, that's scary. You're drifting into cold-hearted CEO territory, and my friend, that is not the easy breezy boss life way. It's just not. Simon Sinek once said that leadership is not about being in charge, it's about taking care of those in your charge. And sometimes taking care of your team means making a hard call for the team. Like if one person in the team consistently drops the ball, disappears during deadlines, or someone just stops showing up with heart, that affects everyone. The energy, the workflow, the trust. And yes, it is uncomfortable to address. You'll probably overthink it and write a 12-paragraph Slack message and still not hit send, because your stomach might do backflips if you did. And that's part of the job. Firing people, letting people go, should always feel a little hard, because these are real people with real lives. We never want to get desensitized. We never want firing someone to feel like a Tuesday's chore. And if it does, you might need a vacation or a therapist or both. So here's the perspective shift that I can give you. Letting someone go with kindness, clarity, and integrity, that's not cold. That's just mature leadership. You're not kicking them to the curb. You're acknowledging the truth that it's not working anymore and that both of you deserve better. You are the boss, yes, but you don't have to be the boss no one would stand up for. No. You can be the boss your team would never throw under the bus because they know you lead with love and backbone. And that is the kind of boss worth becoming. That is the kind of leader that I'm working to become. And this is what I want to leave you with today. If you are starting to build a team, maybe it's your first hire or maybe your fifth or your 50th, start strong, lead with clarity, coach with compassion, and when the time comes to make a hard call, whether or not you should let someone go, don't delay. But also, don't lose your heart in the process. You don't have to be ruthless to be respected. You just have to be real. If you're someone who's been tolerating too much lately, if you've been quietly picking up shovels that don't belong to you, this is your sign. This video is your sign. You are meant to watch this video to give you a wake-up call. This is your time to step back into your lane as the CEO and not the fixer of all things. Be the leader of people. Your people, good, talented people who want to walk with you, who actually want to be there, not with one foot out the door. And if you have team members who don't feel that way, that's okay too. Let them go with love. Let them go because you want to make space for the ones who will show up, shovel in hand, ready to dig with you. That's today's Easy Breezy Boss Life episode. Thank you for listening. I hope you will join me on this other episode right here. See you there.